Okay, so here's our objectives of the day for this lesson. To demonstrate the catching and throwing techniques with the cues. I will teach you the cues. Number two, to know the throwing and catching cues. Once again, I'm about to teach you that, so we should learn that. Number three, to work cooperatively in your group. We're all going to be in groups, so I want everyone to help each other out. If anyone has any questions, you should be able to answer them within your group. We're going to help everybody out today. Okay, so first of all, we are going to start with the underhand roll. Okay, the way that this works is you are going to pull your throwing arm back. My throwing arm is my right arm, so that means my right arm is going back. As my right arm comes back, that means my non-throwing arm, or throwing foot, I apologize, comes forward. So I'm a righty, once again, so as my right arm comes back and forward, my left foot comes forward. Everyone do this with me, okay? So as it comes back, my opposite foot comes forward. Perfect. There we go. I should see opposition with everybody. Perfect. Okay, so as this comes forward, I'm going to roll the ball. The way I roll it is I put it at my ankle or my foot out in front of me, and then I follow through towards my target. So that's how it should work. That's how it should work, just like this. Everyone try that. Good opposition, good follow through, Sean. Perfect, nice job. Remember, we're not taking a knee though, we're not taking a knee. Keep your knee off the ground, Very good. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the underhand throw. It's very similar to the underhand roll, except our release point is moving from our foot and our ankle to between our knee and our hip. So the way that this is going to look is the exact same way, exact same setup. I am throwing with my throwing arm, my right arm, as it comes back, my stepping foot opposite comes forward, and then I release between my knee and my hip. Just like that, follow through right towards the target. And we should not see a step and then a throw. Okay, that's a common error. What we need to see is stepping and throwing at the exact same time. They're very close to each other. So then that way we don't lose any power. Okay, so everyone do that real quick. See everyone's roll, or underhand throw, I mean. It's very similar to the roll. Perfect, that's absolutely perfect. Good opposition, good release point, good follow through. Okay, we're gonna move on to the overhand throw. So with the underhand roll and the underhand throw, you face your target straight on like this, you square off to your target. But for the overhand throw, you're standing sideways this time, okay? So this is how it's different. You point to our target, and you get your arm back. As this happens, you make your little T shape. So this is how it should look. You should have both your arms out at the same time. As it is out, you take your step once again with your opposite foot. We're always stepping with our opposite foot. Take your step and you throw at the exact same time. You turn your trunk towards your target, then you follow through across your body.
You mean like this?
Perfect, exactly like that, Fiona. Good step, good follow through. It's perfect. So that's what I should see from everybody. And when you finish, that's when you're squared off towards your target, then you're facing your target. So everyone try that real quick for me. There you go. And if you're a lefty, it's going to be the opposite. If you're a lefty, you're stepping with your right. Just like that. Opposite steps. Okay, so now when we're talking about the catch, we get in our ready position. Remember, feet shoulder width apart, knees bent, hands up. When the ball comes to me, I keep my eyes on the ball at all times. When it is above my waist or my belly button in that area, you use a diamond. Okay, you connect your first fingers and your thumbs. It should look like this, a diamond. Everyone, let me see your diamond. Perfect. And you can modify it a little bit. If it's a little smaller ball, you could do a little web. You could cross over like this. Anything that you do, but we want this shape. If it's below your waist, you touch your pinkies. And for both of those, as the ball comes, you grab it and you bring it in. Okay, everyone, let me see it. Sound like you're catching it, just bring it in. That takes some of the power off and some of the force, and we're able to absorb it better. Okay. So here is our game. We have done three-person passing before, correct? Okay, so I'm going to need 3 volunteers. Vivian, Hayden, and Fiona. Fiona, can you help me out for this demonstration, please?
I'm not super right.
Sorry, come on. It's alright, you can do it. Let's go, okay. So, Vivian and Fiona are going to line up 2 on one side. Remember, we start 2 and then 1 on the other side. So, Hayden, you come on this side, bud. And there should be the same amount of space between This should be in the middle of the hoop, and there should be the same amount of space on each side. So everyone come down, stay on the orange line, just come down so you can see better. Decide with the two. You're gonna go right here. Right behind Vivian. So we need two on one side and one line, just like that, perfect. So Vivian is gonna start with the ball, decide with two. She's first in line. And on every cone, there is a visual aid of what throw you're doing, overhand throw, and then a picture if you forget how to do it. There is your overhand throw. You got Chris Bryant there. So when we are rotating, we're rotating this way, and you can see the pictures are facing that way. So as you rotate, you should be able to look right at the picture. And remember, work cooperatively, let them know what throw you're doing between your partners. So Vivian, you can go ahead, just like with the cues and everything for overhand. Perfect, make sure you point to your target. But after you throw, remember you go. You throw, and then you go. So she comes to the end of the line. Hayden, go ahead, you do the same thing. No. Remember, you throw and then you go. You never catch and go. You throw and go. So go ahead. Fiona, ready, remember for the catch. Ready position. Knees bent, hands up. Hands up, Fiona. Get ready to catch. Perfect. All right, go ahead, Aiden. Nice and easy. Perfect. You throw and then you go. Okay, Fiona, your turn. You throw it. Remember the overhand throw. So you put the ball back, pointing to your target. There you go. Sideways, sideways. Perfect. You throw and then you go. So then you come to the end of the line here. Very good. That was absolutely perfect. Okay. So remember, we're never going until you throw it. If you catch it, you should be stationary. The way that this works is you are rotating down this way. Okay. So for example, if I was on blue and when I blow the whistle, I'm going to say put the equipment back in the hoop. We're placing it. We're not throwing it. We're just going to put it in there, just like that. Thank you, Vivian. And we're going to rotate. From blue to purple, if you start on purple here, you're going all the way to the end, to the beginning. So you three can go ahead to the beginning. Go ahead, Fiona, we're going to follow them and go to the blue. Okay, so that's how we're rotating. I'm going to split you guys up into groups, and we're going to get started. Once I send you to your spot, you can get started immediately. Three for the purple. Come to the blue. Okay, so once you get set up, you can start. Very good. So this one is over the point. Throw and then you go. Throw and then you go.
This chicken is hard to catch.
Good job. Good encouragement.
Chicken.
Good opposite step. Great job.
Look at his eyes.
Good opposite step and follow through, Jada. Remember, follow through all the way across your body.
Oh, you got it.
So just keep doing them, not you.
Yeah, me too. But you
Okay.
have to get out.
Okay.
Okay, we are going to put the equipment back in the hoop. We're going to set it there. We're going to rotate down one.
I saw a yellow butterfly. It has the butterfly on its face. He's right where my thumb lies. Right here. It has spots on its face or here. Wherever it was. I think it was a swallowtail.
arm swing, follow through, good placements, right? Good. Good. And if you remember, you got to throw, then you go. You got to throw. Throw over here. Yep. And after you throw, then you go. On the ground, though. On the ground. You want to reset your foot. Reset your foot on the ground. Okay, that's what we're practicing. Remember, you roll and go. Roll and go. Perfect. We're right behind you. Right behind you. Okay. Good job. You're doing awesome. Good follow through, everybody. Remember, make sure we're pointing. Make sure we're pointing. And we're starting sideways. Starting sideways. Good right at the chest. Perfect. Very good. Point. Follow through. That's all right. It's going to happen. Great job. Set the equipment in the hoop. Rotate down. If you're at the end, come all the way to the beginning. Get going. Start right away.
Alex, go this way and then I can film this way. It's like you're falling, just like you're falling. Great follow through, great opposite step. Perfect. Remember, sideways to your target and point. Perfect. Set the equipment back in the hoop. Rotate down. He's fine, he's fine.
Dad now. Go over here. Hey. Oh no. Sorry. That's fine. Better for you.
Set the equipment in the hoop. Rotate. Thank you, Fiona. So right in the hoop. Perfect. Good job, good job. Good follow through. Jake.
No, I missed that.
Great release.
Hey, you're left-handed too?
The opposite set. It follows through the release point.
Okay, set the equipment in the hoops and then gather around me.